Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, don't you like those countries that say that they are the, you know, land of the free and they're the free world with free press, free mass media, free citizens and all that bullshit? Well, I liked it too until I came to live in one and I realized it's not really like that. It's better than where I come from, but it's a long way to whatever they say to whatever it is in reality. In this case, free media, free world, but they ban other countries' media outlets because we have to be protected from other people telling us stories, and because we are idiots, we got the government, which is other people like us, that are smarter than us, that they will protect us. They will tell us, like you tell to a child, you should watch this TV show, you shouldn't watch this TV show. So this is how we're treated by other people like you and I. A little bit more evil, but anyway, I'm talking about intelligence. And I don't even think they are as intelligent as we are, but nevertheless, they have the power. Somehow, they have the power. And they decided that we should not be allowed to listen to A, B, C, D, whichever mass media outlets they decided we should not, because we are incapable of discerning what's right and what's wrong, or what's good and what's evil. That gets me to another situation when someone else thought that we can't handle that, so then he postponed until the evil one came and said, no, let me give you. And we got that from someone else and got us the opportunity to know what's good and what's evil. Anyway, this article comes from Sputnik, and he's talking about Russia Today. Oh my God, no, RT. Remember RT? I used to watch RT from time to time. I think there were, I heard people talking over there in a way that I've never heard in the American media. That means they said things pro and con. Their argument was very politically incorrect, and nevertheless, nobody cared. They just let it roll. And it was not about subject that would harm United States or anything like that. Simple arguments about the world and geopolitics and so on. They were left to tell their side of the story without attacking here and there. I'm not saying they're the best but that's one thing I noticed. It had its bias, obviously, like any other news outlet. But what I'm trying to say, I don't think it's worse than, let's say, CNN or MSNBC or Washington Post or whatever other things. And not at all. No. They're the same weasels. So, Sputnik. This is the title. And I'm quoting. Kosovo is Serbia. RT editor-in-chief announces launch of Serbian language news portal in Balkans. Wow. So, with that title, I think they got some customers. RT and Sputnik editor-in-chief Margarita Simojan announced the launch of the Serbian language portal on Tuesday to cover the most pressing global issues and provide an alternative viewpoint to other international outlets. Simonian greeted Serbian readers, noting that, I'm quoting, probably we were never expected anywhere in the world as much as here, end quote. And I'm quoting again, we launched RT in the Balkans because Kosovo is Serbia, end quote. She wrote on her Telegram channel. You used to be allowed to say these things without any negative consequences, like losing your job or being hit in the head by some weasels or anything like that. Well, you say whatever you want, man. If I think that the world is a cube, that's my whatever, man. If I say that those guys are idiots, I should say that. They can say the same thing about me. That's whatever. Until you act, and you act upon those things. That's when things are not, giorno. Nice. Anyway, RT Balkan chief editor Jelena Milnchik, it was too many I was like, oh, is that? And noted that the portal view will allow people in the region to get a broader picture regarding the most important events across the globe, adding that the team is up to the challenge. Now, it says, moreover, the agency is planning to launch Serbian language TV broadcasting by 2024. In addition, RT Balkan is also available on Telegram in Serbian and Russian, as well as on Twitter, TikTok and YouTube. The launch comes amid bans and restrictions on RT and Sputnik broadcasting, as well as the outlet's social media channels adopted by EU countries. You remember, EU is the free world. In March 2022, after the beginning of the Russian special military operation in Ukraine. So no, you can't listen to what the Russians are lying. You're gonna listen only to what we lie, okay? What we're lying, all right? That's basically the message. The free world, my ass. While the EU slapped several rounds of sanctions on Monday, on Moscow, Serbia refused to join the restrictions, stressing that Belgrade will remain an independent foreign policy. They got burned in 1999, and they saw how the free world acts when you don't act freely. when you act freely, or you don't act freely meaning the way they want you to act, that's how freely is, then they will bomb the shit out of you, and they will do this legally or illegally, and I think they will never forget this unless the mass media, the schools, the weasels will do a job on the Serbian culture and society. It needs some generations, and it depends on you guys over there to keep your national conscience alive, and don't, as the Jewish people say, never forget. I would use the same slogan. I don't know if they trademarked it or something, so don't pay. So say never forget one. All right, so that's not the same thing as never forget, because the guys might charge you money for using their slogan, their way of opening doors. See how nice I put it? So anyway, Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić explained that should Belgrade give in to Western pressure and join sanctions against Russia, the West would demand it would give up on Kosovo and Metohija. Well, Metohija next. So yeah, you can't, is that an expression? You can't serve two masters in the same time. So you gotta choose yours. One already, actually, in the recent time, I would say, not in the recent time, one screwed you real bad, and that came from the Western Europe. And the communists, which again are the ones with never again slogan, slapped you a little bit later. I mean, a little bit, after the war. But then you had the war coming from the West, free world, right? You say, no, the Brits helped us, and the French, and yeah, okay, Bine. That's very good. And then you saw what happened when the free world really became stronger. And then, well, anyway, good. I'm always for a different opinion. And I don't like only opinions. I like assessments. So I don't like an opinion just because you like it or you don't like it. You have to tell me. You have to put something, bring it on the table, and tell me, hey, this is the reason why. This is my evidence. This is why I like that. I'm going to tell you a little story now at the end of the video. When I was tested for my second degree black belt in Switzerland, I had over there some masters, one from Japan, one from the States, one from Germany, one from Switzerland, more from Switzerland. But anyway, I had a whole team over there that was testing me. And when I was doing the form before the fighting is after. So when I did the form, I did a technique in a certain way, a certain attack, and it was to the sideways here, boom. But that could have been done forward, or it could have been done sideways. So I did it forward, and they asked me, why do I do it forward? Why don't I do it sideways? And I explained to them my reason. I said, because my opponent, when I turn around, is going to be right here. It's not going to be right here. And they looked at it and said, well, that's an explanation. Okay, keep going. Now, if that would have done, let's say, in Hungary, which has a very good Kyokushin school, or I would have done in Romania, those guys would say, no, that's wrong, you're done. No, you should be sideways. But this guy said, no, different take, that's good, that's still good. So that's kind of like how I like. I like you to bring me the argument, put in front of me why you like that. I might not like it, but if that's a reason behind it and the reason is logical, that's fine. That's what matters. I like assessments, not opinions, okay? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.